Welcome back to Tara's Traveling Paints. Thank you for coming, my friends. I am going to do a more in-depth video than I normally do. I'm still doing the Promise Rainbow series. I've got 4 albums ready to go. I just want to make sure that I remember to put tape on the back of this first one. I did like how the second one came out yesterday that didn't have tape on the back, but I want to wait till the last one to do that today because I don't want to mix more paint. I've just mixed the craziest amount of paint. So I taped 4 of these guys, little cups, on the bottom. And you can save them, guys. If you don't have a lot of dust, save them so you don't go through all that frog tape. Okay? That's just one tip. I wiped it down with 91% alcohol and let it dry. I did that with all of them. I did not put the tape on all of them yet because I just remembered to do it now. So I'm going to show you all the colors, brands, and everything that I'm working with. And I also got a couple of questions. When working with very heavy bodied paint, what on earth, if you paint, do you do to make it so there's no clumps? I used a mechanical, I used the drill to mix my Payne's Gray, and I'm still, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to use it. So let's get into that one. Liquitex Payne's Gray Heavy Body. I'm using that hopefully as a base. I also, let me put it away while I'm here because I like to put it away as I go. Also for a base, I have a heavy bodied white. This does not give me as much of a problem. And this is Saks True Flow Heavy Bodied Acrylic. And then, it's a sad day. No, I'm just kidding, it's not. I got Black Amsterdam for Cell Activator. It's over. I don't have it anymore. So what I'm going to do, I think on my last painting, the blue that I made yesterday, I'm going to mix with what's left of that and make like a dark, super dark blue. And then I've got Amsterdam White, all mixed with Floetrol, American Floetrol. The only one that's got water is that Liquitex Payne's Gray. And then I got really wild, okay? So the red I have, which I should have pulled out first. The red is Creative Impressions Acrylic, and it's a heavy body. But I don't struggle with it, so I don't know why that Payne's Gray is so mean. And so let me go ahead and tell you what I did and get these paints ready to go. So every other color got gold in it. So the first one is the red. Okay, it's not too thin, not too thick. Every one of them got a scoop of Artist Loft Iridescent Medium. Okay? And then, like the orange, which is the next color in the rainbow, has silver metallic and a scoop of that Artist Loft Medium. And I'm using Artist Loft Silver and Artist Loft Old Gold, I believe that's called. Yep, Old Gold. So I'm just want to get it organized here a little bit. That's a Payne's Gray. I don't know, guys. I don't know. And these are everything from the red back. So all the orange, all the way through the rainbow, are all Sargent art. These are not heavy bodied. I don't even know if they'd be considered medium bodied. I don't know, because sometimes I go in and I'm like, did I put Floetrol in that already? Kind of thing. So let me go ahead and put these away so that they're not clouding up our space together. Just wanted to have everything out so that I didn't really forget, because I don't get into detail very much with exactly what I'm using. And a lot of people do. And it's important, especially if you're just learning, to kind of figure out, what is she doing? What is she doing? Yesterday, interesting story. It was the puppy's first time getting paint all over her face. And it was awesome. It's almost gone already. But so cute. She had her ball in here, And I had my turntable that I had just finished painting, and I put it on the floor, and the ball got behind it, and she tried to get the ball, and her face was covered in paint, and it was cute. And I was excited about it, because I'm always covered in paint. So the next color is yellow. This has the gold in it, and the iridescent medium. And basically, I filled all these cups to the first one with the iridescents and the metallics and the color, and then all the way up to here with the Floetrol. Okay? Just so you know, so they have a consistent theme. Green has the silver in it. And you can't see the puddle, but it has a, I would say a 1 second mound. I would say that. As we go, it might get thinner. I might add water, but first painting, no. And the blue has gold in it. And the iridescent medium. I just got to make sure my wipe that is not cell activator is not where the cell activators are. I wish I had more black, because I would have ignored that Payne's gray. Boy, oh boy, what? Oof. No, I love that. And there's the violet. Yeah, it's got a full second mound. First painting is going to be a swipe, so that's okay. I might have to do some watering down as we go, but I'm gonna do one video at a time. It's a little bit of pain for me to upload it, unless I get some timestamps in there, because it's just tough for you guys to sit and watch really long content. But it's tough for me to get all that content put up separately. But yesterday, the uploading went really fast. I was pretty impressed with that. It made me happy. I'm afraid that's too close to the edge, but I'm not going to worry about it. So something Kath she just commented on yesterday's painting about the box underneath the turntable and it helping my back. And I was thinking that while I was doing it. I don't know if I said it out loud, but it definitely feels better to have it up. So what else do I want to go over with you real quick? So yes, if you are a painter and you work with heavy body paints, and you have this struggle with, especially like Liquitex heavy body, what do you do to overcome it? I just might not ever buy it again. I don't know. Just because it's not, it really bothers me. But anyway, first thing I want to say before we get into painting is I am blessed and highly favored, and so are you. And I just want you to know it and believe it, feel it, and be joyful about it, because this is the most amazing time in the world. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to tilt you down. I've got 4 LPs, full size. Oh, do you guys want to see kind of what happened yesterday? Let me show you this before we get started. So this is the one that did not have the hole covered. It is really cool. And that hole not being covered actually contributed to the beauty of it. And here's the swipe with the, I believe it was white. I'm trying to get that sunshine on it so you can see. They're all going to be so fabulous once they're epoxied. And I noticed, I always say epoxy. No wonder when I do voice to text, the phone can't handle it. It's epoxy. Here's the straight swipe with a gray contaminated cell activator. That's why it didn't give me any boulders, but it's still a gorgeous painting. This one is not completely dry. I'm a little scared. I didn't get to videotape this. The camera did not work. It's a ribbon pour, and it's beautiful, and I think I'm going to do one today. And I might do that. That might be the one that doesn't have the hole covered. What do you think? I think that's kind of snazzy. All right, let's go ahead and get you down. It's almost time. I figure once I run out of what I need to use all the time for painting is when I'll have to pack this up, because we are down to the wire, a couple of weeks. So, let's go ahead and get you tilted. Let's see where we're at. I want a really good angle. All right, I like it. Oh, I'm hungry. I just can't decide what to eat. So I said, well, let me just start. I can always pause this and go eat and come back. And, anyway, I'm a little out of breath, all that talking already. I got to sleep in today, which was kind of snazzy, because I don't usually do that. But, yeah, interesting things. I want to tell you, I learned something. It's a Neville Goddard manifestation tool, and I applied it yesterday, and it worked. Wow! So, if you're struggling to see things in a different light and see more abundance and happiness and love and all that stuff in your life, one of the concept behind it is if you tell yourself, because your subconscious mind doesn't hear negative words, if you tell yourself that you don't need it and that you have everything you need already, and then you make a statement like, I'll make one that I've been using today. We do not have a new home to move into now. The subconscious mind takes the not out of it, and immediately things start happening to make that a positive statement. So your subconscious mind hears, I do have a wonderful new home now. Isn't that cool? I did it yesterday with a different thing. I'm not going to repeat it, because, but it worked. And I was like, I was just like kind of sitting there like, wow, that did work. Wow. So to get into the state of, I already have everything I need, so I don't need that, and it's totally cool if I get it or not, and it just starts moving fast. So I'm excited about that. So I just used one that I think is going to be great. So here we go. We're going to start with the white puddle, because I'm afraid of that thing. And this looks pretty good. All right, that's a nice, I get worried that it's too thick sometimes. Oh, I should have had cakes of babies fill my butane. So I'm sure I'm close to low. It's a little on the thick side. But it's okay. I'm gonna hit it with some fire first. I hope everyone is having a beautiful day. It's nice and warm out. I was out barefooted, which is pretty cool. All right, let's see what we got in store for us. Let me see, how do I want to proceed? You know what I haven't done in a minute? It's one of those grenade paintings. Maybe I'll do one of those later. First is a swipe. Let's start where I really enjoy myself. I'm just gonna use that instead of just pouring it out of the cup like I normally do. Yeah, I probably should have eaten. I'm a little shaky. Steve Miller Band in the brain today. Never ever, it's very rare I listen to him. I used to listen to him a lot when I was young or younger. And the other night we decided to play, and Wayne thought I didn't like them. I'm like, no, 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 no. That's those other guys I don't like. Similar band. I can't even remember their name right now. Very popular, just not my taste. I found out that Wayne has never heard of Zebra. That's interesting, being a New Englander. The Boston rock and roll band. I don't know, you might not know them either. They're all right. Oh, and I wanted to update on Jade, the dog friend. She's fine. Apparently, she got a hold of an edible, and it didn't react well to her. So be careful of that, guys. If you partake in that kind of thing, don't leave them around for your dog. They can't handle it. Cats, on the other hand, whole nother story. So they just put her on some water and a little diet, and she recovered. I don't know if it's the sugar or what that causes that, because it shouldn't be the actual butter part that hurts her. So I don't know, you know. Okay. Pull some tools out for us to work with. Ta-da! Whole bunch of them. Get some paper towels ready to rumble. It's already kind of cool looking, isn't it? All right, let's get into it. We're going with the Black Amsterdam. I'm going to start here. I like that. I like that. Uh-oh. It's got some harder paint on it that's going to ruin the flow of it. Okay. That's why it's good to try to wipe these off as you go. It's not always possible. It doesn't always happen, but okay. All right. I don't usually do it like that either, but I figured if I did the other stuff like that, might as well. It's a little scoopy in that. That was cool. Flatter one. Or not a flatter one, a different shape. They do all do different things. like it's time to spin and see what we get. Some stuff out of the way here. Maybe I'll hit it with some heat before I spin. Now, if you're interested in finding out why I'm doing a rainbow series, I do have a video in this playlist called The Promise, explaining why I want to bring attention to this. I'm not going to get into it in every single video because not everybody wants to hear it, but it's definitely inspired stuff. Dog sometimes gets nervous when I spin. She's like looking up here like, what are you doing, Mom? Why are you doing it? Right, puppy? You get confused about what it is I do. You do. Yeah. All right. Don't know how I feel about it quite yet. Let me put on a pair of gloves. I gotta do some tilting. Maybe thin up my cell activator. Thin it up a little bit. Oh, I take the time to talk about this when I'm putting gloves on because it takes me forever. If you enjoy my channel, please subscribe. It helps me out a lot. If you really, really like my channel, hit the notifications bell for all, and you will get notified as soon as I upload anything. And if you see anything that I paint that is not on the Etsy store yet, or you have a question or anything like that, go ahead and email me, Tara's Traveling Paints, and take a screenshot of the painting that you are interested in and send it to me, and I'll let you know if it's sold, if it's not going to be sold, or if it's already gone, or if it was given away, or whatever. I'll let you know, and we can work it out. All right. So I want to come this way first. Yeah, it's too thick. It's a little thick. So I'm coming over this side here. Sorry, you can't see it. I just really wanted to open that red up a little bit. So that's why I went that direction first. Yes, it's thick. Come on now. So while I'm spinning that, and you're getting dizzy, I'm sorry, I'm going to spray a little water into my black cell activator. Because I don't want it to be, I want to have it better than what is coming out right here. Much nicer. Okay. And I'm going to come in here with a swipe. I'm going to use this one. Strange out there today, I tell you what. The world is weird sometimes. I feel like somebody's walking around outside. There's nobody walking around outside. Yeah, I'm not sure how I even feel about it. I know it's going to dry nice, but I'm just kind of on the fence with it. Mm. All right, I do need to keep playing because I'm just not there with it. So I have my cool little tool. I'm gonna play a little bit, see what I can make happen. Sorry about all the spinning, guys. I know that can be painful. All right. So, I'm not a fan. And I'm about to do something I don't normally do. That's coming off all of it. Oh, that's brutal. You know what? Let's mix it up a little bit. Let me do some white cell activator as well. See if I can make something happen here. I don't want to scrape it all. It's got the colors, it's beautiful. It's just not perfect for me. Not that I'm a perfectionist, because I am not. I am absolutely not. Like Winter Storm, she'll actually scrape the whole thing if she don't like one part of it. And I understand, but you're like, whoa, what are you doing? I think maybe 3 or 4 times in my whole entire 3 years, have I scrape the whole thing. This just doesn't happen a lot. Dwight Poors does it too. I'm like, wow, guys. All right. Let's try to get that around. Okay. Here it goes. Okay, that's nice. Okay, still not quite what I would want, but I definitely have a whole new affection for it. Whole new one. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, let me see. Uh, all right. It's definitely grown on me. Okay. I like that contrast, and I think we're going to see some beauty here. Just gotta keep spinning. I'm sorry about the spinning. That is really cool. I need it to go over. Come on. You can do it. Okay, you got it, you got it, you got it. All right. It's wild. I love it. See, sometimes you just gotta keep going. Sometimes you gotta scrape it. Sometimes you gotta just wait, leave it on your wall for a couple of weeks, and then make a decision about redos. It's the only thing about redos, it's so much easier to have it scraped, you know, but this I find dazzling. All that little wrecking really did something for me. All right. I am going to move this over to the side. I'm going to let that dry the way she is, and I think it's going to be stunning when it's dry, especially after epoxy. Epoxy. So let's get another one up here. Let's keep going. I'll bring you in for a close. Oh, in the sunlight, it's insane. Okay. Which we got here? Who are we painting on today? a mixture. This is like soundtracks. And RCA records are nice and heavy. Somebody asked if the paint warps them. No. However, when you epoxy, if you do use a propane torch, you want to be fast, okay? Because heat will change it. I didn't have any problems. I only used propane on my first bubble burst, and then I put it away, and I used butane after that, just because I get... lately, I've been getting a little afraid. I don't know why. And so since that's the case, I really try to avoid it. Because your guts are interesting. Should follow them. That's like, that's a part of the way that God speaks to you. Okay. I'm going to have to go back with a little bit more alcohol on that. Because it doesn't look like I got it all. Oh, this definitely does help with the back, because my back does give me a lot of crapola. And you know, Baby Cakes will give me a massage, but he does not, he's not a deep tissue massage guy. So now you can see how it goes down. It just goes down very wet. And it dries very quickly, so you don't have to worry. I just want to make sure I don't have fingerprints. Some of them had fingerprints on them. Some of these albums have been super, super clean, and some of them had scratches and fingerprints. Whatever, it doesn't matter because you're putting something over it, but you do want to get the fingerprints off. All right. So while we're waiting for that to dry, I'm going to add some water to my puddle paint. For sure. It's too thick. It's just too thick. Do 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 do. All right, that's nice. What else we got here? What is it that I want to do? Okay. This is kind of difficult to do with this many colors. I was thinking of a Dwight Poors Dump and Swirl. I was thinking of that, but it's a lot of colors. I think I'm going to try it anyway. See what happens. Is this thin enough? A wee bit thinner. I am going to do a couple squirts in each of these colors. Scared the dog to death. This squirt bottle is not my favorite item from the Dollar Tree. And I love the Dollar Tree for art supplies. It's almost dry, guys. I will be time-stamping after it gets uploaded so that people can skip to the album covers and I can possibly get this all up in one upload. Alright, just doing a little mixy-mixy. It's almost ready. These did not get much thinner. I just want to have a little bit more wiggle room than what I had on that painting. That was thick. And hopefully it don't crack. If your paint's too thick, it'll crack. And you know me, if you've been here, I really like to work with thicker paints. And it's not always good for every composition. Like for instance, if I was doing a bloom, these would, no. I would have to do a lot of mixing with water. And I'm just not into it. I'm just not into them. Not yet. You know, you kind of get into something and you explore it and enrich it, and then you go move on from it. And I'm thinking, it's tough for me to make this decision on this. Okay. The reason is because I've only done a few that came out okay. But I'm going to do some stretching, and I'm not going to be afraid of it. And that's that, okay? I am going to do a dump and swirl and tilt. Let me stretch my back out a little bit because I'm nervous. I can say hi, hello. All right. I'm going to put gloves on first too because this is a messy kind of painting. But they come out really cool on his channel. Hopefully this one comes out pretty cool for us. So, Dwight Pours for Dump and Swirls. Melly D for a whole bunch of stuff, and she does a lot of albums. What else we got here? J-Mo. He's awesome. I appreciate his commentary a lot, and I like to watch him grow. And I think he does a good job. I think he's even starting to teach at these festivals, at the food festivals, which is pretty cool. Of course, Molly. She's funny. She's very awesome to watch. She does a lot of Dutch pours though, but that's okay. Of course, Olga Solby. She's phenomenal. Now, that's a perfectionist, okay? Like, I epoxy as much as I can, right? Not all of my epoxy paintings are perfectly epoxied. Pretty sure she makes sure hers are. I am a artist. I am not a manufacturer of flawless stuff. So, she's not either. I'm not insulting her at all. She's amazing. And you should try to do your best, absolutely. But let people know, you know, you're a human. And this is art. Welcome back to the studio. Yeah, that was a fail. That was a fail. It's a dump and pour, swirl, Dwight pours kind of thing. Didn't work at all. And yeah, I have to work on consistency for those. They are beautiful paintings, so I still don't see this being good. This is the Payne's Gray. Now, I have Payne's Gray. I did have white, which I think I need to make a little bit more with you because, oh, the Payne's Gray might work. I need a puddle. What I'm going to do with this, I'm going to make a grenade. So I need to have a nice little puddle. And I think the Payne's Gray is probably there. Let me just make sure. That was painful, guys. But I cut it out so you guys don't have to be forced to go through it. So I'm working on vinyl. So if this is your first video, check out the playlist, The Promise, or the Promise of Rainbows, or something like that. You'll find it. And you can find out why I'm doing this series and what I'm working on. Most of them are on vinyl. Now, I prep the vinyl by sticking the stuff on the back. I put a piece of tape behind the hole on most of them, and I clean it with alcohol. Just so you know. Just in case you haven't been here before. I don't want to leave you in the dust. Oh, I got that Payne's Gray going. Good. Wow. Who knew? I didn't know. So I want to do some, I want to do, it's called a grenade. I feel like that's an awful lot of paint, but I'm going to use it. The other ones are too small. So what you do with the grenades, you get yourself a cup. You get yourself a pin, and you pin it right at the bottom, and you leave it in there. And then you stack your colors right in the cup. Now, I'm doing the rainbow colors, so I'm going to go low to high on the pour, okay? You want to fill that cup. Don't not fill that cup. Why? Why, you say? Because you'll have air. It'll be blocked. You won't be able to do it. You'll just have to pull the cup up, and it won't be the actual grenade that you're trying to do. Okay? So fill it up. And I am letting the paints meld a little together. It could be dangerous with a rainbow, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. Hope everyone's having a blessed day. You are blessed and highly favored. Remember that throughout all things that you do today. Everything's always working in your favor. Without doubts. Now I'm going to put a little cell activator, and I'm going to use white on the top. Okay? Can you see? Yes, you can. I don't have any silicone in my paint, just so you know. I don't really use it anymore. So you want to do your best to flip it right over, right where you want it. It's a lot of paint. And you want to let it sit for a second. No rushing it. So that's what she said. It's probably what happened to the last painting I just did. I didn't have any patience. I couldn't do it. I couldn't hold on to it. All right. Oh, first painting is gorgeous, guys, and I struggled with that one. Tara's gonna struggle with paint day, which is all right, because half the time that actually works out really well. It's a lot of paint gonna come out on this, but I'm gonna scrape all this up. I have a clean bill of health over here. Okay. Usually goes in the opposite direction of where you pull the pin. See? So amazing. All right, since I did not put gloves on, I'm going to spin it. We should have some good success with this one. Feeling it. Certainly way better than whatever was going on with the last one. I'm curious if the Payne's Gray is going to come up to the top a little. It's got a lot of paint on it still, but now we got cells. We've got what I was looking for. Oh, that's good. That red just, oh, look at it, it's so pretty. Oof. I love you. Yes. All right. Which way was I spinning it? Let's try it this way. All right. Now that you're all dizzy, I'm feeling jazzy. I'm going to do a little wrecking, though, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. So I have a lot of paint on it, so I can wreck just a wee bit. Oh. Okay. Getting hungry, guys. Getting super hungry. That is coming along pretty snazzy. Should I do one more spin? Maybe I should do some tilting, since apparently I didn't. Let's feel how much weight we got on this. Bending that line a little bit, bringing some orange out. That's kind of cool. Looky there. Let's see if I can. Now all these paints have a metallic, either a gold or a silver, and some metallic medium today. In the first video of the day, I did go over all the equipment, so if you are curious, actually I'm going to splice this into that one, so you don't even need to hear that again. You don't even need to hear me repeating myself. I will timestamp in the comment section so that you guys don't have to be upset with me. This is really cool. All right, let's get some fire on it and get it in the window. Oh, I love those. And as it dries, it should give us a little bit more, not too much more though. Gonna go ahead and get this in the window. I'll be back for the next one. Oh, I like it. All right. Now that first painting in this video, that really is looking amazing right now, so I'm kind of freaked out. How about we do, oh, what is it I want to do? Find my brain. Where's my tape? Right here, okay. I like using the frog tape. It's just easier to get off of the roll than like regular masking tape. Unless you get really good masking tape, then it should be better, but. All right. I think we're gonna do a ring pour here, guys. This is John Gary. Don't know who he is? So, what I need, since this had the white cell activator in it, I'm going to use it, okay? And I'm going to stack a cup with thin amounts. I want it pretty detailed. I'm gonna put the white cell activator in between each layer first, and then on the second one it'll be black cell activator. That's how I want to do it. Let's do it. And my last painting of the day is going to be a ribbon pour without the tape on the button because I think it's so cool. Try to keep it in order so I don't screw up. Because, tell you, this series is the first time that I didn't have to, like every day that I did a rainbow, have to look up the order they come in. It's pretty cool, huh? I know you're proud. I know you're proud of me. I can feel it right through the internets. But I still like to stack the cups in the correct order so I don't make a mistake. Because I do. I'm a humane. What color was that? Oh, I almost forgot. I think maybe it's windy out because I keep feeling like somebody's walking around out there. And that house next to me, I think she's maybe a black witch. Can't be sure. Because there's a lot of strange feelings that come off that property. And I have noticed during certain holidays that the house is lit up with candles inside. So it's just something strange. That's the part of the woods where I've always had a really bad feeling. I don't always, but I like force myself to sit there. All right, now I'm going in with some black. And starting to stack all over again. I want a nice bit of. Why did I leave the black over there? I could just stand over here and do this. Okay. And don't worry, guys. I am scraping all this paint up. I'm not going to leave it there. I promise. I have a fresh slate today so that I can scoop. And I'll use that. I have 4 more albums to do, so those would be like my puddles, the rainbow puddle. Almost done, guys. Sorry it's taking so long. If I could figure out how to speed up sections, would be super cool for you and for me. Because most of my people, most of you stay for 25 minutes. And sometimes I make really long content and you might have missed something. So I'm thinking I need to get my editing skills down a little better. I'm such a PC person, like somebody on a computer. And I gotta tell you, I have to confess, I have a Mac. It's about 2 years old. It's gorgeous. It's my dream computer. I can't figure out how to use it. I'm just not a Mac person. I thought when I got a cell phone that was a Mac, I could automatically get my pictures from here, from this, onto the computer so I could do some good editing. I can't figure out how to do it. And I'm not in love with the Apple. Not at all. And I thought I would. So, it's the last cell phone I'll ever buy, that's for sure. Unless I get another, who knows? Who knows what's coming, right? Things are going to change. And that's that. So I got some Payne's Gray. Gonna go ahead and put a puddle down for us. Actually came out pretty cool. Hit it with a little fire. I want to see if I can show you that cup is really pretty. Still gonna be a lot of paint, but look, you're gonna be proud of me. Super thin. Can you see it? All right. So let's go ahead. She's rolling. She's already rolling. Okay. Just trying to get some of this. It's heavy. It's a lot of paint. Oh, it's so pretty. What on earth have I done? Okay. Here we go. Watch out, world. So whenever there's any kind of motion that I feel like coming from that area, from that window, I'm just like, well, who's sneaking around out there? And I don't know what possessed me to think maybe a dark witch, because generally, I'm a pretty spiritual person. I'm not religious. I do believe in God. And I really strongly believe that we have huge connections. But I'm not anti-witch, because witches are in on it too, that, like, in my personal opinion. But I do know that there are dark things. And just one day I just said, maybe that's why I always have this weird feeling. One day, because if I'm out here and I've got to go potty, and I got to go now, instead of running downstairs or running upstairs, I'll go outside. I am not scared of that. I'm a country girl. And one day, she happened to be out in the yard, and she was just staring at the house. She saw me, and she just stared at me with this look on her face. Not contempt, just interesting. Like, I was like, wow. And I just continued, and I'm like, okay, she has no problem watching me do this, okay. Oh, this is really pretty, guys. Just stretching it a little bit more that way. I like these, I like that a lot. Okay, it needs fire. And then we're going to go on to the next painting. That is stunning. Okay. Ooh, I'm having a wonderful painting day. Lots of challenges though, but that's okay. Wondering if I should do some wrecking in this. I'm going to do a little more spinning. It's really, there's not a lot left on there, but I just feel like I need to stretch her a little bit more. Okay. All right. All right. All right. It's giving me a different vibe, right? All right. Let's try this way now. It's subtle changes. Once the paint, starts getting not so thick or so much of it, the spin takes on a whole new life form. And look at that. Hoo-wee! All right. I don't think I'm going to need that. Okay. All right. I'm going to move it and get the other one over. I'm not putting tape on it because I want to have the hole help me create something interesting. So let's see what we can come up with here. Let me go ahead and move this out of the way. These are going to be stunning. I'm so excited. Like I said, if you see anything that you like, holla at your girl, Tyra's Traveling Paints at gmail.com. And I will work with you. What do we got here? We got white. Got Payne's Gray. We're not going to use any more Payne's Gray. Oh, I still have black. Okay. I do want some cell action, so let's see. What did I do over here? Okay. All right, this is nerve-wracking. I don't know why. Over the side with ribbon pours. Over the side. Oh my. What is she doing? I am excited about this. Black Amsterdam. Over the side. This is interesting. Oh, I just made a mistake. That's okay. It's still going to be a happy mistake. I can feel it. All right. Oh, even more happy mistakes. right, gotta spin, guys. Excuse me. Psychedelic. Okay. I got to tilt. I don't know if I'm in love with it, guys. I think every painting has been a challenge today. Nah. No, that's not true. I did scrape one and did a grenade, which is perfect. I love it. I have to, it's got to move a little bit more than that, guys. I've got spots that just don't want to get covered. And it's hard because I use that black Amsterdam to tell if it's okay. I think I got somewhere with it. I want it to flow through that. Huh. It's an awful lot of green. Not a lot of blue, a lot of pink. Oh God. All right, I'm gonna start wrecking. That's what I'm gonna do. That's interesting. Okay, something's happening for me now, guys. All right. All right. It's not going to be a ribbon pour, I tell you what. It's not going to happen. All right, guys, change. I got to change. Coming up for us right now. I need 3. Let's wipe it with paper towel. Wish me luck. You almost think I'm insane. Maybe. All right, I got some good ideas. Okay, put that down. I should take it off that spinning tool, but I don't really have that. So let's gonna go halfway in. Let it make contact. Oh. Okay. Do that again on the other side. I know it feels like I'm wasting a lot of paper towel, but I'm not. It'll be all right. This was a last minute decision. I'm already feeling better about it. I'm already feeling way better about it. Okay. Let me tell you something. I tried to play with some stuff today. It's down to pipes for me. At this point in the game, at least I'm trying new stuff. That's far better to me. Far, far better to me. Action this way, if I have any action to have. Yep, I got some action. Super cool. Okay. I'll get some action this way. Come on. Before that red falls off. Come on. All right. That's something else. Okay. Okay. Still need a little bit more this way. It's hard to tilt these guys. They're slippy with that paint on it. That's why I do a lot of spinning with them. Plus they're albums, you know? I know there's more paint on there to come off. So I'm trying to get it to move. Wow, I've been painting for a long time. I can't even believe what time it is. Wow. I guess. Wow. I can't believe it. It's been hours. I'm gonna get some boulders. Not a big fan of that giant green blob. Let's see. I want to try something. Can't believe how long I've been painting. It's mind-boggling. I just looked up at the clock like, what? 1:30. I did sleep in, but not, I mean, sleeping in for me is 8:30 in the morning or so. Better. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. That's good. I got to get some of the more color from underneath it, so that makes me very happy that I made that choice. Definitely gonna have to get cakes of babies to fill my butane for me. All right. I'm going to go ahead and move this over and then bring you all in for a closer look. I think I'm done with this one, guys. I do not want to keep going. I am getting exhausted. And I've got a lot of stuff to do still. I want that to kind of seep in there. I really do. Let's see. Oh, I think it's done. There's no more tilting to be had. And I think it's going to dry really fabulously. And I got to get I got to scrape all this up. Goodness, what am I going to put it in? Oh. I've got something I can put it in. All right. Let's get you out for a closer look. Thank you so much. Here's number one. Came out great, and I struggled. Wow, lots of interesting details in that. Very galactic. Here is the grenade that was going to be a dump and swirl that failed. I scraped. I believe I scraped. Yeah, I scraped that. Did a little wrecking in it. I think it's gonna dry even better. Then we got, this was the cup. The, oh, look at that depth. I did rainbow two stacks. One with white, one with black. Cell activator. It's gorgeous. Like this details over here too. Yeah. And then this one, I was doing a ribbon pour, decided I didn't like it, and swiped. And I think it's fabulous. And I'm looking forward to seeing that dry. But you know me, I love those areas. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Say hello to the little fancy girl. So I'm gonna go ahead and get cleaned up here and get this stuff uploaded. I thank you so much for hanging out with me. I so appreciate you. Be blessed, be highly favored, because that's what you are. I'll see you on the other side.